America is hurting, not from a foreign enemy, but from within. Neighbors who no longer speak, families split by politics, communities divided by identity, ideology, and fear. Today, we ask a question that feels almost too big to ask. Can America heal its division? Not with slogans, not with wishful thinking, but with truth, historical truth, social truth, and human truth. So on tonight, America Unfiltered is about clarity, honesty, and cutting through the noise. And we're going to ask the question on today. Maybe we can answer the question at the end of this show. Can America heal its division? So, with that being said, let's go to work.
Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to America Unfiltered. Overseer Ron. I'm looking at a nation. No spin, no filter. Just the truth. I'm looking at a nation. Standing at a crossroads. People chasing dreams while carrying heavy loads. Prices going up, paychecks staying low. Everybody asking where the middle class go. Turn on the TV, hear the same old fight. Left versus right, every single night. But out in the streets where the real folks live, people need solutions, not another negative. Working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. Trying to put food on the family table to eat. Is the dream fading, or is it still alive? Yeah. America Unfiltered. Let's tell the truth tonight. Talking about what people need. Small town factories closing down.
Welcome to this edition of America Unfiltered. We will broadcast our show on Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. But on today, we're running about an hour behind because I have to take care of some important business. But normally we'll be here 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And we invite you to the show. We're new, but we're going to discuss the truth about America. We call it American Unfiltered. We won't hold back. We're going to cut through the noise. Truth about America and the truth that's going on in America right now. Some things we like and we have liked what have taken place in America. Some things we have not liked. There's some things that's going on in this country today that we like. And there are some things that we do not like. So we would like to get started on every show, on every edition. Today is August 11, 2026. But I would like to start with some important events on each day. For important events, August 11th. We can start with August 11, 1934. August 11, 1934, on this day, America opened its most famous prison, the Alcatraz, in 1934 on August 11th. That's part of our history. Then also on this day, August 11th, 1973, we just highlight some events that's taking place in our history on this day, August 11th. August 11th, 1973, the night hip hop was born. Yes, hip hop was born on this day, August 11th. It was born August 11th, 1973. So that's some important highlights, major events that happened on this day. Now, let us move on to our show on today. We will ask for you to join. Okay, we ask that you to join, or you can become a member of the show. Join our membership. But this, we just ask for you to like, share, and subscribe, and come along and ride this train with us, American Unfiltered. And I guarantee you, your soul will be blessed, and you will be well informed about this country in which we live in. Okay, this country that we live in right now is very much so divided. We have cultural tensions. Y'all, you do know the election season energy. Election season is cranking up. Democrats against Republicans and independents and libertarians and what have you. With all this going on, there have been non-stop online conflict. Politics divides the country. Church, religion divides the country. Different things, race divides the country. So how we got here? That's the first thing I would like to talk about. How we got here. How we became and have become so divided in America. And we do know division is not new, nothing new to us here in America. Okay, America has always wrestled with competing visions of itself. You know, when you look at the founding era, Federalists versus the anti-Federalists. When we look at the Civil War, there was a nation literally torn apart during the Civil War, the North versus the South, torn apart. So that's nothing new. Division is nothing new. To me, history pretty much repeating itself. Okay, then we look at the Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement, a battle over the soul of equality. So this country has always faced division. What about the Vietnam War? It was a generational conflict and distrust. And we have that going on today. Distrust in government. But we must admit, something has changed in the last 25 years. Something has changed in the last 25 years here in America. In the 1990s and all the way up to now, the 2020s. Okay, something has changed. Well, we look at what's going on right now. Jobs disappearing, costs rising, trust collapsing. Who remember the day 75 cents? You could buy a carton of eggs, a loaf of bread, less than $1. We wish we could go back to those days. But things have changed. We have real live economic anxiety right now. That's what has changed. Political polarization. part is shifting toward ideological extremes. That's what has happened in America. It's really bad right now. It's really bad. The country is, like we said, there's nothing new. But this country is so divided. It's come down to hatred. If you're not a Democrat, the Republicans hate you. If you're not a Democrat, the Democrats hate you. If you're not a Republican, the Republicans hate you. It's all division right now. It's all division. Social media has taken over, rewarding outrage over understanding. Social media has taken over, right? People just don't disagree now. No, they just don't disagree, but they begin to see each other as threats. They begin to see each other as threats. Division. Some distrust the other group. That's the Democrats, Republicans, Independents. They distrust other groups. Leaders distrust. Look what we have going on in Washington, D.C. It's a lot, not only Washington, D.C., we look at local government. We just can't look at Washington, but we must pay careful attention to local government, local councilmen and councilwomen, and the governors and state senators and House of Representatives. Everybody is divided. Two people can live in the same country, but inhabit different realities, different facts, different fears, different heroes and villains. This isn't just disagreement, it's identity conflict. When politics become identity, compromise feels like betrayal. So, what is the cost? The cost of division. Division has a price. Social fragmentation, loneliness, isolation, distrust, political paralysis, gridlock, anger, zero-sum thinking, economic instability, uncertainty, decline in confidence, community breakdown, violence, extremism, radicalization. My, we are in a bad place in America. We're in a bad place in America. And now we come to this part, and what we must understand. A divided nation cannot solve big problems. A divided nation cannot solve. Why? Because everybody so divided. Our infrastructure, road, bridges, we still cannot be solved. That problem. The education problem, because everybody's so divided. Some think this way, some think the other way. That's a problem. That's division caused that. Healthcare. Some against healthcare, some against Obamacare. That's a division. National security. Division. See, division just don't hurt It doesn't just hurt feelings, it weakens nations. Division just don't hurt feelings, it weakens nations. I believe right now America is weakened economically, militarily, weakened. Why? Because the gridlock in Washington, D.C. Because not only D.C., have y'all paid attention to some of these local municipalities, some of these local leaders, the gridlock, the fighting, the insults that's thrown at each other, the backstabbing? How can city government function when there is so much division? So we are being weakened. Don't let nobody fool you. Because when people are divided, the most important things are not being taken care of because we can't come together and agree on anything. Lord, help us in this country. We talking about America because this is where we reside. This is our country. But yes, other countries are divided as well. But we talk about the place that we have called for so many years, the land of the free. But we're divided. And another thing, we're divided because people feel like their voice is not being heard. They feel like their voices are not being heard. A factory worker right now, a factory worker, feel like the people in Washington, D.C. don't care about towns like theirs. A college student, their voice feel like their voice not being heard. A college student, I'm scared to speak my mind because they feel like someone will cancel them. What about a small business owner? I'm tired of being told I'm the problem. What about a pastor? We lost the ability to see each other as humans. That's what's wrong with America. We lost the ability to see each other as humans. When we start making references that people of skin color and call them certain names and associate them with something like apes, when we see people that are struggling with different health issues, politicians making fun of other politicians because they're simply struggling from health issues such as, i.e., dementia. And that's something to be posted online because just because you didn't vote for the person and you think they have dementia, there's something to be posted online, making and mocking people because of their disabilities and because they're a member of a certain party. This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with America. The respect is a respect thing. That was a time we didn't agree, but we respected each other. So respect is gone. I might not have the same skin color as you, but everybody's due respect. I might not be a member of the same political party as you, but everyone is due respect. This is what's wrong with this country. We just don't respect each other. We can agree to disagree. So the question is today, and I'd like to see, and I'd like to read some comments of what you all think. And maybe you can answer the question, can America heal its division? We've been divided for so long. I believe the Constitution divided America more than it brought us together. It divided America more than it brought us together. Can America heal? I think, this is me talking, and my honest opinion is the fact that we gave the freedom of religion, the founding fathers, the freedom of religion. I think that divided this country more than anything. One of the reasons why the country divided is because we have so many different, what they call denominations. How can we have so many different denominations? But we say we serve only one God. That's one of the things that divides America. And people are loyal to their religion. And if you're not a Muslim, you're not a Christian, you're not a Latter-day Saint, then you're not a part of us. It's cliques. That's what have America divided. And people can't see beyond religion. Their denomination. It's a divisive tactic because the people are separated. This group going over this way, that group going over that way. We only socialize with the ones that. In other words, it's a brand. If you're not a part of our brand, then we don't want to fellowship with you. Political parties, you're not a part of our brand. Liberals, then they tack these names: socialists, liberal, conservative, blue states, and red states. And it's a man-made system that divides people. And people are diehard. They go to the extreme for this stuff. And you want to know why the country is in such a shape? Because we followed a man-made system that causes us to hate people that's not like us or don't believe like we do. That's what's wrong. So the question, can America heal? Can America heal? Do we see the name calling today in Washington, D.C.? From leaders that's there because the people voted for them to be there. But they get there and they don't serve the people. They serve their own self-interest. So can America, the black, the white, the Democrat, the Republicans, the hatred, can America heal today? And I will say this right here on this show, on this afternoon, America Unfiltered. Healing is possible, but not automatic. I think I said something there. Healing is possible, but not automatic. It requires, healing requires intentional steps. Healing. It requires intentional steps. How about if we want to be healed, and we want this nation healed, how about rebuilding trust? And I'm going to tell you the truth about me The truth is, I don't trust the United States government. I used to have trust in the government, but now I look at what's going on. I look at, I used to trust the Supreme Court and I trust that they will make the right decisions based on the Constitution and for the betterment of the people and protect the law. I lost trust in the United States government. Why? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it seems like the haves gets away with murder and the have-nots don't. In other words, the rich can commit a crime and get off. The rich can commit a crime and get off. But if you don't have money to pay the best of lawyers, you don't get off. I have trusted that the American government will do right about its people. I believe we're one of the richest countries on this planet. And we can send trillions of dollars overseas. And we can't even help our own people here in America. I don't care if you're black or white or Hispanic. You say there's no money to help these young people who are going out working. Okay, these young people is going out working. And they're going out working and they just need a hand up, not a handout. Some single mother that's going to have a job but need help with daycare. And to say we don't have no money for daycare to help our own people here in this country, but we find money to go fight in wars. Trillions of dollars being spent over an unnecessary war. That's why my trust in America. I'm losing trust, I'm losing faith in this country. And so we don't have trust. Trust is the foundation of any society. And without it, nothing works. See, trust grows through transparency, accountability, and shared experiences. Transparency, accountability, and shared experience. And right now, we don't see none of it in our government. That's why I don't trust. I got to rebuild my trust. And hopefully, one day, my trust can be rebuilt in the United States government. I don't trust the people. It's too much animosity, too much hatred. Who do you trust? It's not only white against black, blacks against white. You got blacks against blacks. Whites against, who do you trust? Whites against whites. Hispanics against blacks. Blacks against Hispanics. Whites against Hispanics. Who do you trust? So our trust in this country, I believe, need to be rebuilt. We do understand we need to restore shared reality. Okay. We do understand Americans don't need to agree on everything, but we must agree on something. And it's something that we must agree on is facts, evidence, and common ground. Some facts, evidence, and common ground. We must agree on that. On the facts, on the evidence, and on common ground. Then, in order for us to heal, the question is, can America heal its division? In order for us to heal, we need to strengthen local communities. See, healing doesn't start in Washington, D.C. Oh, no, it don't. It starts in neighborhoods, churches. How many of you know that churches are divided? You know, we have black church, we have white church, we have gay church, Hispanic church. We have all different kinds. Whatever, as I say, brand. Whatever brand you want to go be a part of, that's what you go join. You like that brand. Okay, but it starts in the churches. We have churches on every corner. Churches on every corner. Yet the crime rate is still is growing out of the roof. Churches, it starts in our churches. If we can't have the unity amongst churches, and where are we going to get unity from? Schools. It starts in our schools. Instead of segregation, we still have some schools now that want to be segregated. It starts in our sports teams. Healing. Yes, you could be opponents, but at the end of the day, after the game is over, we still respect each other. It starts in our local businesses. That's where healing starts. Even in our local businesses, there's a lot of division. I could be charged a higher price than someone else because of my skin color. That's happening right now in local businesses. That's where healing starts, right there. We need healing. We need to start strengthening our local communities. It starts with people who actually know each other. Then we need to practice civic grace. Civic grace means disagreeing without dehumanizing. 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 It means listening without assuming the worst. It means remembering that democracy is a conversation, not a war. Can America heal its division? Then it's time for us to focus on the future. Yes, America has a dark past. Yes, we witnessed, well, I didn't witness, but our ancestors witnessed slavery, civil rights. Yes, it's a dark past. But now I believe, not that you're going to forget the past, you're going to remember it. But I do believe America should reinvent itself. I believe America's greatest strength has always been its ability to reinvent itself. Every generation has faced division, and every generation has found a way forward. Every generation has faced division, and every generation has found their way forward. And that's what we need to do today. Find a way forward. Stop dwelling on, and we still have grudges, and we still hold on to things 100 some years ago. And we're so divided. So today we have a call to hope. So can America heal its division? And my answer is yes, if we choose it. See, healing is not a feeling. Healing is a decision. A daily decision to see people as people, not as enemies. To see people as people, not as enemies. That's what's going on today. Political parties don't see people as people. They see people as enemies. Culture wars don't see people as people. And I just be honest, a lot of black people see white people as the enemy. A lot of white people see black people as the enemy. But we should have a decision to build instead of destroy. A decision to hope instead of fear. The question is not whether healing is possible. The question is whether we will participate in it. Not that healing is possible. The question is, will we participate in it? Lord have mercy. America has been divided before, but America has also overcame and overcome before. So the question is not whether healing is possible. The question is whether we will participate in it. The future is not written. We write it together. The future is not written. We write it together. So the question is, can America heal its division? And the answer is yes, if we want to. Some choose to, some choose not to. This is all for today. And thanks for joining in on this episode of American Unfiltered. Remember, we will be here every day, every weekday, between the hours of 12 p.m. We're beginning at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to share this show with others. Like, share, subscribe. We want to run up our numbers. We want to run up our subscribers, our viewers. And we're going to move forward. We're going to march on. We're going to provide great content. We're going to try to bring and speak things that will help bridge the gap, that will help bring people in this country together. Because right now, this country is divided. And we need to bring the people together. We're stronger when we do it together. Until next time, you all be well. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Same time, well, it will be 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on America Unfiltered.
America Unfiltered. Overseer Ron.